All right, everyone, we are officially on week 2 of 26 and 21. If you didn't catch up last week, I did finish my first quilt in time. And this week, these 2 weeks, we're going to be doing a project that's a lot smaller in scale and a lot less, how would you say, detailed, I guess. So this project also has a recipient already planned. So last October, my cousin Lisa, she had her 5th and final baby, her caboose, little baby Pippa. And so I was going to make Pippa a quilt. But then 13 years ago, next month, weird, her oldest daughter Lorelai was born. So I never made her a quilt because I didn't really start quilting until her second oldest was born, and that was, I think, about 11 years ago now. So my plan was to do a big sister, little sister quilt set, and Lorelai's quilt has already been in process, so I needed to find something to do for Pippa, and I actually bought these patterns at the same time. So I decided, since there are so many options with the Ombre Dots fabric from V&Co through Moda, I decided I would do 2 patterns from there. So Lorelai's is the All-Star quilt, which if you follow me on Instagram already, you've seen a lot of it. And Pippa's is going to be this super cute Ombre Weave. So this quilt, it's jelly roll friendly, and it needs one of the Ombre Confetti Metallic, which at the shop at the time, we only had the new ombre. So there's, with this line of fabric, there's the original colors in the regular full 42 jelly roll, and then there is the new colors, which came in a half jelly roll, so like 20-ish strips. I didn't count them all the way. I should have probably. So I went ahead and I bought 2 of the new color strips, thinking it would be exactly what I was looking for, and I needed 2 strips of each color, but there was pretty much only 1 strip in each set with a couple overlaps. And so the point at where I'm at is I've separated out my jelly roll, and I don't have all the fabric I need. So the jelly roll, let me find my 2 halves. So I've got the colors I want to use, all the nice pretty colors, and then I took out like the blacks and the creams and the whites because I didn't think they would look very exciting in these bright colorful quilts with everything else in here. So I took out those ones, and I'm going to fill in the number I needed. I have 13 sets, so I have 13 pairs right here. And so at the shop this weekend, I need to get 7 more colors from the original line and blend them in with the quilt. So because I need 2.5-inch strips, I need 2.5-inch strips of 7 colors, and the smallest we cut is 1/4 yard. So I'm gonna get 1/4 yards, 7 colors this weekend. Today's Friday, so I was thinking of doing it today, but we actually have Quilt Fest going on. So what Quilt Fest is we're doing like a little mini quilt show inside our shop, and we've got some Valentine's quilts hanging up. So we had a lot of people in the shop today checking those out, so I didn't get to pull my fabric today. So if I can get it tomorrow, fingers crossed, then I can get started on my piecing next week. But if I don't, it's not the end of the world. I can start on these 13 colors and get those started, and then I can get the next 7 next week. So since I'm here and I've got them with me, I'm going to give you a peek at the All-Stars that I have so far that I'm almost done with as well. So it would be super cool, instead of at the end of these 2 weeks, that I not just have 1 quilt done, but I could have 2. So here's a peek, a big fat stack. So here, this is 90 blocks. Crazy. So because I'm a super procrastinator, I had these planned a long time ago, and I was hoping to have them both done by October of last year, but that didn't happen, and I really have no excuse why. Well, Lorelai's, I kind of have an excuse. This was over 1,000 squares, no, 700 and some odd, 780 squares I think I cut, and then that ended up turning into half square triangles. So there's a lot of half square triangles I do. So I worked on it at my retreat. I've worked on it when I do my virtual sewing nights with the SAC MQG, as well as the Stitch Biscuits group that I'm in, which includes a couple other quilters in my age group, that my OG long arming and Maker Monday instructor and fellow fussy cat Angelina put together, while we've all been kind of spread across the country. So I've been working on these, and so I have 90 done, and I have 30 more to go. My squares are all cut. I need to just sew them together and get them done. So between tomorrow I probably won't get to them because it's Saturday, and crazy enough, it's my best friend Erica's little sister's wedding reception tomorrow, and I'm going as socially distanced as I can. So probably won't get any sewing done tomorrow on Saturday, but Sunday and Monday are my days off, so I'll be working hard and getting some stuff sewn and trying to get my block party stuff all ready, and then we'll be rocking and rolling with some big sister little sister quilts. So fingers crossed I can get both of these done. That's like a bonus Jonas. But my goal is definitely to get Pippa's done, because it's going to end up 46 by 57, and so that'll be a good size quilt. Lorelei's is like 90 something, so hers is a beast. But at the same time, so Tava's been telling me that I'm a little crazy for doing this star quilt and not keeping it for myself, which I agree. But I feel like Lorelei has waited 13 years and she has seen all her siblings get quilts, and she hasn't gotten one, so she's gonna get a cool one. And I haven't decided whether she's going to get cotton fabric on the back, or if I'm gonna be super cool and give her a minky backing, especially after doing the minky backing last week with Markham's circuit board quilt. So vote in the comments what you think I should do on the backing, whether I should just do it regular or if I should make it nice and soft and fuzzy. So there's your peek. We've got Ombre Weave this week starting off, and stay tuned while I get some cutting done. I have to print out my templates, so it's got templates and white background pieces. Oh, my white background pieces. So my white background, when I cut out all of Lorelei's 10 bajillion squares, this is already cut, so I don't even have to cut that. It's just getting my strips cut, and then my added strips, because we have the yardage at the shop, so that'll be no problem at all. So stay tuned and we'll see what fabric happens next. Here's the Ombre Weave with all the colors. So this is shown in the original colors with so fabric requirements: 1 ombre jelly roll, which I did not have, so I had 2 half ones of the new colors. So here are the colors that I have. So I did decide to keep the gray, because I kept the gray in Lorelei's. I've got like a green and another green. So some of these are in Lorelei's as well, because hers I started with the original colors, and then I added in some of the new colors. And then Pippa's going to be the opposite. So hers is starting with the new colors and then adding in the original colors. So they'll be not super matchy-matchy, but just matchy-matchy enough. It's like a cranberry color. That one, like a reddish. That one. So this is really only showing you one end of it, the middle section. And so then I'll have to go back in and fill these colors. There they are. So yeah, there's all this is the deeper end. Look at that orange. So they're all super pretty. So I've seen a lot of the same ones done, so I'm excited to see a different Ombre Weave with these confetti dots. So this is only the second time I've really ever worked with a ombre fabric. The first one being Lorelei's All-Star quilt. So there you have it. Here we have the ombre confetti dots, and I'll have to, once I get my jelly roll pieces all pieced, come back and find some of the original colors. And the way to tell if they're original colors is if it's a new color, it's got it's in the 300s. If it's an old color, it's not. So there you go. Here's your lesson for the day. Aren't they so pretty? So there is your peek at the fabric pull for the Ombre Weave quilt, and I hope you come back soon next week for the piecing portion. I'll see you then. Bye.